Hello, this is Michael Kies, and today I'm going to tell you about Chrissy, who used my advice about self-responsibility and went from 0 listings and 0 sales in 6 weeks to 6 listings in 6 days. And today I spoke with Chrissy, and we're nearly 12 months after that time we first spoke. And I'm excited to tell you she's on 4 sales on the 9th day of the month, and we're 9 days into the quarter, and she's already exceeded base and she's in bonus. The key thing that helped her get this was the ability to take responsibility. Now, in my opinion, responsibility is the characteristic that all great salespeople have. And the opposite of responsibility is blame. Now, I've been there. I had a situation when I first started in real estate where I heard a news bulletin about interest rates rising, real estate agents closing down, and the market was in a mess. And I blamed that. I said, well, how can I sell real estate if the market is so bad? And it wasn't until I took total responsibility that I was able to turn that around. And if you can't take total responsibility for your life and for your real estate career, it is costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars each year. But by taking total responsibility, you're just one turning point away from greatness in real estate. You see, you break the limiting chains of blame and excuses and realize by doing this, we're free and productive. When we get this right, you can be like Chrissy and be on 4 sales by the 9th of the month. But if you don't take responsibility, I believe it's going to cost you at least 4 sales each month. And with an average fee of $10,000, that means it's going to cost you $480,000 over the next 12 months. When Chrissy was struggling, and when you're down, everything hurts, her leader called me and said, would you work with Chrissy for a while? I said, yeah, sure thing, because I knew Chrissy and she's a lovely person. And we had a chat. And what happened was I gave her a simple strategy about taking responsibility every day for where she's at. And after that, everything changed. Her results improved, and as I've said, she listed 6 properties in 6 days, and over the last 12 months, she's averaged over 4 sales a month for the last 12 months. In one of those months, she sold 11 houses in 1 month just by following these 3 things. First of all, create 1 result per day. That is, have high expectations. In everything that you do, have high expectations. And as Michelangelo said, if you shoot for the stars and you reach the moon, you've still reached the moon. If we shoot for the stars and we get 1 result a day, how's that going to change your life? So what result can you get today? The second thing is, never blame or explain, just do it. You see, if we start to blame, if we start to explain, you might blame other people, you might blame other markets, you might blame other agents for cutting fees, or you might blame all sorts of things. Don't blame. Take total responsibility for where you're at. You're responsible for your income. You're responsible for the number of listings you got this month. You're responsible for the number of sales you've got this month. So take total responsibility for your training, for your skill levels, for the amount of prospecting you do, for all of those things. Just take responsibility. And then the third thing, and this is really important, is you create an exciting big why. You see, with Chrissy, the first thing I asked her was, what do you want? And after some prying, she said, well, I want to take my boys to Fiji in June of the following year, which was June of this year. And we worked out how much it was going to cost. And we worked out how much living expenses were and a mortgage and everything else. And we worked out she needed to make 4 sales per month. And I said to her, if you don't make 4 sales per month, I'm going to get on that. I'm going to come to the airport and I'm going to stop you from going to Fiji. Well, she took her boys to Fiji and she exceeded 4 sales a month. That's what a big why does. What's your goal? Because it said that we can do just about anything if the why is big enough. So it's a bit more complex than that, and I don't have time to cover everything about responsibility. So if you want to find out more about how Chrissy has been able to average 4 sales a month for the last 12 months and be on 4 sales on the 9th of the month, then go to michaelkies.com.au and check out the Success Club webinar, which gives you more details. This is Michael Kies.